sports. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud, excited for this one. I mean, Charles, the Steelers back in the Super Bowl once again, their 9th appearance overall, second only to the Patriots' 11. But if the Steelers win this one, then they'd be on top of the all-time win standings, as it would be their 7th. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
3rd and less than a yard.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain of
23 yards on the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
35-yard line.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 3.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in there.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, he'll drop this underneath for Jones. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
At the 3-yard line.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger, forced out to his left. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to try back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Joe Hayden on the coverage.
Throwing again. Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. There he goes, right side. The ball comes out.
Steven Nelson. Rodgers pass.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will finally be taken down up at the 43. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
At the 43-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
With a handoff to...
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Jamal Williams.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The 40. Past the 20.
Get off
10. 5. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And this is up. It's through. It extends their first quarter lead to 13-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
On
On the delay, Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
3 yards the gain there. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup.
Now Jones
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
To Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. T.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy. 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
24-yard line.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. After the penalty, it's Jones. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Aaron Jones, the ball.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 41-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Packers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Rodgers to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. That's complete to Lazard. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
At the goal line. A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers are back within a score. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 12-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 57 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. T.J. Watt make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Is good. That ties the game 13-all.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
Offense.
What was that, man?
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Steelers from the red zone now. Here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's got it. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll try to run it. This is Connor pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The left side throw complete to Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And now it's second down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half.
Mason Crosby to kick off.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
They'll try and run forward with counter. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Irvin to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room. And now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Joe Hayden on the coverage.
To throw again. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's good for a green.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking sideline, incomplete.
Rodgers pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
He did indeed. He delivered the tough yard. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Play action. It's Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First and 10.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Kevin King there defensively.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Connor. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by the defense.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's hit the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers have moved out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
So a gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Dancing to his left. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
3 yards to go.
Buying time to his left. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6. at the 15-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Alex Highsmith in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Finds his running back, James Conner. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep here. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll look to run with Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
Is no good.
He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunity?
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
I like it.
And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone, and not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 41 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 4. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger being chased out left. Ebron caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Brings on 2nd down, Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Zadarius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. On the run is counter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Makes the score, Steelers 40.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up.
Roethlisberger on the keeper.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But then we're in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football.
It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Good for a Green Bay.
33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He was trying to find Equanimeous St. Brown, and it's 3rd and short.
Joe Hayden on the coverage.
Now Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. He'll look to throw right away. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dean Lowry. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. 3rd and on 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Able to find Lazard. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They run with Connor. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run here with Connor. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Give him 28 yards on that one. Here's Roethlisberger hitting Juju on the slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Roethlisberger to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell.
A 45-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.